What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today, once again, we are taking a look at Grails on Blade Binge. I've been extremely fortuitous on Blade Binge. Actually, legitimately have found two absolutely master Grails and purchased them. Actually, they were in episode, so we are on the hunt again. I am hoping to find something super cool on Blade Binge, and you guys can follow along with me. In fact, if you want to check this page out, it'll all be linked down in the description. Blade Binge is my #1 favorite place. This is actually true. It's the whole reason I do these uploads. It is my favorite place to hunt for grails. It is also absolutely 100% the safest place to buy, sell, and trade on the secondary market. It's just a lot of great. This is a much needed thing for the community, and it's so nice to see Blade Binge doing so well because it deserves to, absolutely. But yeah, links in the description for these pages. So here we go to the Grail section. I haven't seen any of this in 2 weeks. Hinder XM18, Fullard Spear, non-flipper DLT. Of course those are up on the secondary market for $1,100 already. Right, absolutely. No, not interested in any of these. RHK XM18, color shifting purple. Is this a custom build? Rare with that. This has to be. This is a copper wash from the original that had, let's see. I bet I own this exact knife. No. This is how this came. Wow. 1 of 1, special color changing finish. Yeah, that's a super rare one. That's a hinder that's probably actually worth $1,000. That is really cool. I'm not gonna buy it, but it is neat. Really surprised that these are still sitting there. I made the prediction that all of these would be sold off of Blade Binge very quickly, but maybe they sell quick and people relist them. Not really interested in the TRM Shadow. Is the Shadow's rare? I have a titanium Shadow. Is that a rare knife? Oh, that's a Rosie XL. I never got the Fullard version of the Eclipse, and I should have. It looks really cool. Spectre Prestige. Ooh, if it was not purple. Now, I don't have anything against purple, but that's one of the knives I'm looking for is a Spectre. And no, I don't want you guys to email me offering them. I want to find one naturally. I think that's probably the safest way to do that. Ooh, that's nice. A crystal tie. The IR V2 is an awesome knife. I have it in Demko. Shark Attack, when these come down to where they're supposed to, or I happen across one and get lucky, I will buy one, but I am not about to spend that much on the secondary. Gecko, no. Looky there, Demko 80/20 textured titanium. This knife is freaking huge, or maybe I have just baby hands. I already have a compact, which suits me better. It's in perfect condition, despite the box being a little worse for wear. This is, if you're looking for this knife, you should just buy this. This is a mint condition for the same price that they go for brand new, Demko 80/20. The only problem is he has 0 feedback. So that's a little, but yeah, there's one right there, just going for what they normally go for. So that's pretty cool. MG 80/20 slot. This is, you know, like, I mean, look at the price difference here. It's $350 of price difference. So I wonder what the deal is with this one. That's a little odd. If that said he had 10 positive feedback, I'd say that's gone. That'll be gone within the hour. But that's probably why it's still sitting there. So Spyderco Python, apparently those go for more than they usually do. This isn't bad. It's not bad. I just don't want the glass breaker. That's what I don't want that. Soft touch breaker, though, I think maybe I'd be okay. The reason that's important is because when you're opening and closing, that breaker is against your palm. So there's a sharp one, and then there's a soft touch one, apparently. But this looks like just about the ultimate freaking EDC knife. I just want one that's textured. And I don't want to have to pay more for those. There are certain knives that I'll pay more for and certain knives that I won't. S90V with bronze. Is this a custom anno job? Yeah, must be. Must be. I don't think there's any factory bronze ones. Herman Ishtar, Joker, textured titanium. No, 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 no. I'm not interested in any of these. I know that there's some things you guys are probably wanting me to stop and look at. I only stop and look at the stuff that I think is interesting. Wow. No, XM18 3.25 inch full titanium. That's cool. Might be a perfect hinder for somebody. I like the XM18 3.5 inch. It's so funny, like my brain is trained to stop on every Conagarius, and then I remind myself I have one because I bought one. Tad Dauntless. That is a super duper rare knife. It looks incredibly plain and not special. These are very rare. And they have a super long history. If you look into the history of Triple Lot Design, they essentially are EDC. They've been around for a bit. That's like an old king of the knife community. Riot T600 Terminator, kind of cool. 8020 Slim, no. Rob Johnson Cypress, I own that. I own that. I just keep thinking what I'm going to see is a Spectre in exactly the right spec. Chavez RCK9 Fanatic Edge mod. So Fanatic Edge mods are a little more like official than like just somebody doing it and then saying modded it. So the Fanatic Edge stuff is like very specific, well-known modification group, and they do their own knives as well, or they used to anyway. Uh, no longer interested in Striders. I just can't. I will keep the two. I own 3 Striders. I'll keep the 3 Striders that I own. I will probably never buy another Strider. Shark Attack, is it textured? No, do they make a textured one? Darn it. I just want a textured one. 690 is not bad, though. Spike Glassbreaker. Don't want that. It's going to be too sharp. I'm in the way. Yeah, that just looks pointy. No, 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 no. Is this no breaker? So I'd prefer one that just didn't have a breaker. Right? There's a Guppy. That is a custom. A lot of people thought that that was like a Chinese production knife. It's not. That's a custom. Compact whale shark. Is that like a big fat compact? God dang. I mean, it looks chunky. Blade Show special. Okay. Probably some more pictures and more info. That'd be great. A whole bunch from the same guy. More pictures, more info. That'd be awesome. No, 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 no. I just feel like I'm coming up on something. I can feel it in my plums. It's one of the best outtakes of anything. What is it? Alan Ishwich tank flipper? It's kind of cool. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I can see why he calls it that. Definitely. Wow. Whoa, what a chunker. That's not that crazy, but I can understand why he calls it the tank. What? Dawson Praetorian 19-inch Pro Cut sword. Is this like pre-rusted? It's obviously a finish, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It's got like an apocalypse finish. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wow. It's like wood and then wrapped. It's pretty unique. I mean, I'm not in the market for a another sword. I just bought 2 more recently, which you guys will see, but not anymore. Crusader Bowie gold. Why gold? Okay. This is a 101 Gold Crusader Bowie made by Jason Johnson, pro knife thrower. thermal cycled 1095 nano ceramic coated handmade leather sheath. That leather sheath doesn't look too good. And the knife is a knife. Maybe that's worth $2,000 and I just don't know what I'm looking at, but it does not look very good. These are still up. I hope every single one of these guys' listings are still up because these were clearly purchased for the sole purpose of being flipped, and I saw those 2 weeks ago, and they are clearly still there, so that's good. Archer tie. No. There's Unums on for 700, 650 bucks. No. Not for a $500 knife. Absolutely not. Some not. I mean, like, it's so, like, arbitrary, you know. They're all still here. Oh, he's sitting on all of those things. Good. But yeah, it's very arbitrary because there definitely are pocket knives that I will overpay for. It's just some I won't. Look at that, the FDE Shaman, the only factory coated Shaman that's not black. It's the FDE PVD from River's Edge Cutlery. I own this knife as well. Yes, it is very rare. It will not surprise me if it sells for that. Definitely. We got one of those shiny custom knife. This is an $1,100. No, I'm sorry, a $1,400 knife. Oh, it's a 1.1. Jeez. I mean, I don't have, mine's a 3, but it's that same finish. I wonder what that's worth. MG8020, brand new. No, EMP EDC. This is still, I like this. I just don't, not for $1,400. I would consider buying that for $1,000. And I know whoever has that is obviously not going to sell. This is worth $1,300. I have this knife as well. They originally were like $800. Jeez. Sometimes, if you're wondering like, oh, well, it's only worth it if somebody actually buys it. Well, the truth is people actually do buy that stuff. They do. And a lot of times enough people buy them, it ends up being worth even more. Other times, no, they just sit there. Like, that $10,000 or whatever. It's not really 10. I think there was those Riot Jacks are on eBay periodically for $5, $6, $7, $8, $9,000, and I'm not sure if people actually buy them, but it's just like that's what people put them up there for. I got 2 of them, but I mean they're $1,000 knives, and even then they're probably a little overpriced, right? So I don't know what has turned them into such ridiculously sought after collector's items, but who knows? Full custom Demko, that's pretty cool. That's a Morpheus. Darn it, I thought it was. I mean, either way, I'm not after a purple one. Firehorse, the Titanus. Oh, it's Mokame. I mean, still though, $1,000. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy to see what some of these things have jumped to for price. ZT0620CF, the Emerson ZT collab. Shirogorov and Chris Reeve knives collab. These are cool. It's just the unique graphic, like Chris Reeve stuff is just always kind of weird. It looks like robot crop circles. I just am never sure exactly what to think of it. I think we're dipping back into pages that were up from like, weeks ago, but I still want to look because I always feel like I'm one page away from finding what I'm after. No, I don't think there's anything on this page that I am interested in. Let's go another one. It's only been 15 minutes. I know I've been speeding through stuff. I'm speed running this, and it's not on purpose. It's just there's a lot of stuff on these pages today that I am like definitively not interested in. That's a nice knife right there. Fox Knives Radius. Haven't seen those in a while. Robert Carter F16 is always a good-looking knife. Always a good-looking knife. Just really like the aesthetic of that. No, 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 no. I am slightly tempted by these. Like, I think this is a custom division. Um, I'm just not ready to spend. I have knives that I have spent well over 5,000 on, but I'm just not ready to spend it on that. The gnome would be so much more interesting to me if, I mean, isn't there a larger version? I think I've said this and you guys always tell me. I want like a 9-inch version of that knife. Super rare Todd Begg with zirconium inlays, huh? That does look authentic. Is that the one we looked at last time? It's got 146. I mean, you're not going to... Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you're ever going to get that out of it, but look at this thing. Oh my god. Dragon scale or ball bearing Damascus with Spider-Man goo scales. Blazy Designs Black Sea Dichrolam handles. That's, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hypercut. No, 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 no. Maybe one more page. One more page. One more page. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Praetorian T. Sometimes I like to look at Praetorians. I think that there could exist a variation of Praetorian out there that makes me want to get it again. What is this? Oh, it's been modded. Oh. I don't know that I love how that ended up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Is this another one? It's just like the absolute, yeah. There's this, maybe it's the one that I saw. This is the one that's like the actual absolute perfect Koenig Arius, and I missed it. But I would have paid had I seen that there right before I bought mine. I'm very happy with mine, but I would have bought that. One more page. One more. Doesn't have to be a 20-minute upload. I just feel like I didn't look. Yeah, we're back. We are definitely back into the territory that I was in last week. Okay. All right. Well, we didn't find anything today. There's some interesting stuff here, and maybe there's some stuff here that'll interest you guys a little more. I know another day will come where I will make another purchase off of Blade Binge. I'm very happy with the two that I found between the Custom Knife Factory FIF 23 and the Halt Outlaw. Very happy with those two. And I'm sure that I will find more in the future. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Links for Blade Binge down in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.